I love a challenge where we have to bring lots of different data sets together because it's often how you're working in day-to-day life. You've got all these disparate data sources and you need to find some way to bring them together. I like that kind of problem-solving aspect because I always start from the top and work my way down and then find out, oh, there may be a slightly better order to join these in. So looking at the transactions, I saw we had card number. I thought that's probably going to be in one of the other data sources. Oh, look, we have card number here. But then we've also got the van number there. So we can join our van number here to our fuel type. So we first will need to scaffold this data set. So we need to split up the 0 to 99, 100 to 999 into separate rows. So the way that I chose to do that, I used regex tool just because I wanted to keep it all in one tool rather than having a text columns and then a select tool to make sure it's numeric. That's just one of those I'm trying to use as few tools as possible. It doesn't really matter which way you do it type of scenarios. So the regex that I'm using is just saying, are there any digits separated by a dash? The first lot of digits we're going to call them LB. That means lower bound, and the next set of digits we'll call the upper bound, so UB. Okay, then we use a generate rows tool. I just called this the van that's going to start off. So our initialization expression is the LB. And then our condition is going to be our van field that we're creating as part of this generate rows. It needs to be less than or equal to the upper bound. And then we just, in our looping, we're just saying van plus 1. So you can see how it's just made our data set go up to 1,000 records for those 1,000 vans. So we join those together on the van number, and then we can do that join to the transaction table on the card number. Okay, next up we need to bring in our fuel prices, and that joins on our date. So we have our regular and our diesel prices. So regular here means gas. So I used a select tool in order to make sure that I renamed regular to gas so that we can join that on easily, and then just do a quick transpose so that we have our gas and diesel values for each of those. That means that when we join on the date, we can also join on our type so that makes it a lot easier. Now we can do our calculations. So our price check is our price times by our capacity. And now we can start flagging, saying if our amount is greater than the price check, then that is a level 2 flag. If the amount is greater than 0.9 times the price check, i.e. if it's 90% or higher of that price check, then that's a 1 flag. Otherwise, null, we don't need to flag those. So then we just filter our data set, and the rest is just making it match the output. So sorting it as per they have it in the output here, and then reordering the columns and selecting or deselecting rather some of them so that we have the information here in a nice concise table. Okay, so hopefully that was quite straightforward, and thanks very much for watching.